Bringing Wall Street to Main Street. From your local experts in downtown Logan, this is the Adams Wealth Advisors Market Report.
Hi, this is Brooke with Adams Wealth Advisors. Stocks continued to move higher this week as expectations for Federal Reserve interest rate hikes faded. Several economic reports pointed toward inflation that is no longer accelerating. That included both of this week's inflation reports, as well as today's retail sales data, which showed a significant decline. Combined with last week's jobs report, the data led investors to expect a less hawkish Federal Reserve, as the economy may not be running as hot as previously thought. However, stocks pulled back slightly on Friday, as signs of weaker consumer spending began to outweigh some of the optimism surrounding monetary policy. For the week, the Dow Jones Industrial Average actually declined about 0.5%. Its concentration in larger companies weighed on performance, while shifting interest rate expectations provided more support to relatively smaller stocks. The Nasdaq gained 0.42%, helped by several chip makers that are critical to the AI supply chain. The S&P 500 rose 0.34%, reflecting its more balanced mix of companies. The bond market was relatively quiet this week. The 5-year Treasury yield was unchanged at 4.36%, while the 10-year yield rose just 3 basis points to 4.69%. Gold was also little changed, holding just above the 4,400 mark. While this week's inflation reports showed moderating price pressures in July, the University of Michigan's consumer survey painted a somewhat different picture. Consumers continue to expect elevated inflation in the years ahead. They are also becoming more concerned about inflation, while concerns surrounding employment have eased. Looking ahead, next week brings several reports on real estate and industrial activity, along with the minutes from the Federal Reserve's July meeting. This is Adams Wealth Advisors. We hope you have an enjoyable weekend, and we'll be back next week with more market updates.
That's your update from Adams Wealth Advisors, guiding your financial future one day at a time. For personalized help planning yours, reach out to us at 435-752-1702. See you soon, Cache Valley. Advisory services offered through Adams Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor. For important disclosures and more information, visit adamswealthadvisors.com.